Variables. Today we're going to be looking at an important concept in computer science called variables. Computers are really good at remembering things, and the things that they remember, we place them in things that we call variables. They act quite a lot like they do in your math class, but they do feel a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we are going to explore the fine details of variables. And we're just going to be using three different variables in this lesson. We're going to use the variables A, B, and C. Sometimes we may just use A and B. So if I say we have a variable A, and then we have a variable, and that equals 2, and then we have a variable B, we set that to 2. And then we're going to set A equal to whatever A's value is plus B's value. And then we're going to say B is equal to A plus B. My question would be is, what is the value of A? And what is the value of B? And if you just look at it quickly, your answer would be 4 and 4. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look and think, is that accurate? And before I answer that question, I'm going to go through and figure this out step by step. So in line 1, we assign A to the value of 2. So we set 2 to A, so A equals 2. And B is also equal to 2. Then we set A equal to A, which is 2, plus B, which is 2, and that's 4. Then we set B equal to A. Now A's value is 4, plus B's value is 2, and so we get 6. So the gut answer of 4 and 4 is incorrect. The actual answer is 4 and 6. We have this little tool that we're going to use, and so you've been given a couple of files that you can import into your Codio Playground, and we are now going to build a table of the values as they go, and then we're going to explore a bunch of just different assigning variables to each other and try to mess with our own heads and see what's happening behind the scenes a little bit. So the way to use this tool is to just, so instead of having to do the thinking, we're going to have the computer help us here. We're going to say add row. That's the only command that you've got here. And it takes one argument, and it's just whatever you just said. So you set A equal to 2, and then you're going to add a row to the table on the right, just saying what the row is. And if you hit refresh, when we hit refresh, our statement is A equals 2, and the value of A instead of is equal to 2. Now the value of B at this point, we don't have any value. We say that's undefined. If you try to work with that, it normally breaks. It's not a happy variable at that point. It has not been initialized would be the correct term. And then the value of C is also undefined. In this tool, we are allowed to play with three variables, A, B, and C, and that's our limit. So after we assign B, we're going to say B equals 2. So I'm just changing this to B equals 2. I hit refresh, and we'll add another row to our table. So now we have A equals 2, A's value is 2, B equals 2. Now A's value is still 2, but now B's value is also 2. So that first row, B was undefined. Then we defined B. Then what we're going to do, we'll just come down here and we'll add another row. And the command that we put into our program was a equals a plus b. So let's just put that here. And we'll hit refresh. And then we see that a's value has changed to 4. B's value is still 2 at that point. And then we're going to say b equals a plus b. Now, if you don't copy the text into add row correctly, you're going to get funny looking output. It's not a smart tool. It does exactly what it expects the programmer to do what's right. But at the end of this, we see that the value of a is 4 and the value of b is 6. And it's laid out nicely in this table. So that's how you use this table tool. I will be assigning you a bunch of different scenarios for you to put in and try to figure out what's equal to what, and then you can use this tool to confirm your thoughts. Thank you. I hope this is a fun activity for you, and just remember that variables are just containers. Very often we name the variable something descriptive. In this case, since we're dealing with an abstract numbers, we're just using the variables a, b, and c. Thank you again, and good luck.